Namaste, beautiful people. I am here today to share my story about how did yoga change my life and how did yoga completely shift my consciousness and help me to heal my heart and my soul. I used to be addicted to the different drugs, and I started my journey with cigarette when I was pretty young. I was about 13 years old. I started smoking cigarettes and occasionally also weed. During my teenage time, I used to use lots of drugs and alcohol. And 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, I moved to England and I was heartbroken. Over 4 years ago, I was at the point when I was so unhappy living in Poland that I moved to England, to Liverpool. And still I was getting drunk every weekend or even a few times a week. I was smoking weed for a long period of time, and then I was heartbroken. I split with a British guy which I was in love with, and of course I thought like my life is ruined, and I couldn't cope with the fact that we split together, that we broke up together. And I became so depressed. I became like a robot. I would go to work, and straight after work I would come back home, drink some vodka or whiskey with Coke, or have a split just to not think about the pain. And then I would wake up during the night crying, and in the morning I would go back to work with swollen eyes. And again after work I would have a split or some drinks just to keep my mind drunk or stoned, so I don't have to think about the pain I was in. And after about a month or a month and a half, I thought, okay, either I'm gonna do something with my life or I'm just gonna kill myself, because there's no point on living like this. So I would start thinking what to do to raise my endorphins just so I can smile again, because I just couldn't smile anymore. I was just so depressed. And I thought, okay, exercising makes you happy and raise endorphins in your mind. So I thought I might do some exercises. Cardio exercises were completely not in the subject of that, because I used to hate cardio. So also I didn't want to go to the gym or to the swimming pool or anything like that, because I didn't want to be with people. So I thought I'm gonna do some exercise at home, and accidentally I accidentally I found the movie on the YouTube by Ali Kamenova, Yoga for Beginners. So I started doing yoga, and it was very basic stuff, like some stretching, like some Surya Namaskar, and very basic things. And I completely fell in love with it. It started working so well for me, so quick as well. Within 1 week I started smiling again. I started coming back home from work, and instead of having a vodka shot or some whiskey again, I would just do yoga, and that made me happy. So I was practicing yoga for about 2 months, and after 2 months I started realizing that smoking cigarettes is actually killing me. So I made, for the first time in my life, I made conscious decision to give up cigarettes. So I stopped smoking, not only cigarettes but also weed. And I was just keep practicing yoga, and I was so happy. And with the time, during one meditation, my Shavasana after yoga, I was still feeling a little bit pain, and I was asking the universe, why am I in such a pain? What's happening? Why I cannot get rid of this? And the answer came to me like from the God or something, that you are in pain, but you are also causing pain. And I was like, what do you mean I'm causing pain? I love everyone and everything, and I would never harm anyone, and I just don't cause any pain. And then there was that thought, but you eat meat. And I was like, yeah, of course I do eat meat. You need meat for being healthy and for being strong and for your muscles, and you need protein. And then after meditation I forgot about it, and then in the evening I remembered about the eating meat thing, and I done research on YouTube, and I found some movies which opened my eyes. And of course movies like Earthlings and Cowspiracy and Forks Over Knives, and they completely changed the way I looked at the meat industry and dairy industry. And you know, I used to love meat. When I said to my mom that I'm going vegan, she laughed. She said, yeah, I'll give you 2 days, because you can't live without meat and cheese especially. But yeah, I've watched it, and since then I never ever touched any animal products ever again, and it's been 2 years already. So yes, yoga is a life-changing experience, and what's the most important thing, it doesn't heal your body only, but it does heal your heart and your soul. It raises your consciousness, it brings the awareness to your body, and through your body it also raises the awareness about your conscious mind and about your thoughts, because by connecting more to your body you are also more connected to your mind. You start seeing your thoughts, observing it, and through that you are more aware of what are you doing and why you are doing certain things. So if you ever have opportunity, just try a little bit of yoga. It might change your life. Thank you so much. Namaste.